Hey everybody, it's ShadowStar here, and it is time for more Doctor Who reviews. This time, episode 4, The Village of Angels. And this one was definitely a big improvement over last episode, that's for sure, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. I had a feeling that this one would be a good one. Like I said, when the episode focuses a little less on the whole Flux stuff, it's actually more enjoyable. Like, obviously it still connects in the end, but all the angel stuff, at least until the end, felt disconnected, and yet that's what did it good. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad they did that. The angels worked like angels should. They displace people in time, you need a blink, all that, and it was really enjoyable. The angels actually felt like a good villain throughout this episode, which I really enjoyed. Thank goodness for that, because, people have been critical of the angels in some of their other episodes, even though their first episode was their best episode, so... But yeah, I'm glad the angels were traditional, good, proper angels, and that was actually enjoyable. And although the one bit we're still figuring out, like, okay, they were after Claire to get to the Doctor. That part makes sense, okay. But why did they pull the village out of time? Maybe it was just to trap the Doctor? I guess? Maybe it's just to draw the Doctor in, add more to the mystery? I don't know. Maybe we'll get into it more next episode. But still, I have to say, Yaz and Dan got to have some good scenes in this episode. Not the focal point of this episode, but their scenes were enjoyable. Dan is still being a great companion, and Yaz is really stepping up. Like, obviously, we were all a bit critical of Yaz in series 11 and 12, but in this season, she's actually been stepping up quite a bit. Like, the bit where she's looking for the girl, you really feel like, oh, she's using what she knows from her police training. It's about time. But still, the angels had some really good moments too, like, creeping through the TV, or, of course, we have to talk about the bit where it creeps through the drawing, and then we set the drawing on fire, and then the angel's on fire. That was so creepy. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. I liked that. That was creepy. It was like, whoa, that was good. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And then, of course, the info dump scene where the angel and the Doctor talk to each other was intriguing nonetheless, and I actually enjoyed it. Usually I'm not a fan of when we try to talk to angels, because obviously the best part of Blink is that the angels are mysterious and simple, and I do agree that every time we've had an angel episode other than Blink, they've never been simple, but, oh well, I suppose you have to take them somewhere. Then you have a side plot with Belle and Vinder. We get to see our villains of this season again, whatever they're up to, extracting people. I don't know, they keep... Belle's looking for him, he's looking for her. Something's happening with them. I don't know. I mean, I suppose they had to cram in a plot somewhere with everyone, but... oh well. And, hey, look, we didn't have the mysterious 1800s man in this episode. He's in the next time trailer, though. Will that finally be the episode we actually discover what the hell's going on with him? Oh well. Anyway, getting back to the point, I really enjoyed this episode. Obviously, we get more information about the Division and the Doctor's past, which may actually come to fruition in the next 2 episodes, we'll see. And of course, we get the most insane, creepy, and amazing-looking cliffhanger with the Doctor becoming an angel, and looking like an angel, but looking like herself still, and that was really, really well done. Like, seriously, this moment I saw that, I was like, wow, that looks cool. And then we have to talk about the fake out credits. Like, that happens, you go to cliffhanger, you go to credits, then the credits stop, and we get another Belle and Vinder scene. That was so random. It's like, what's going on? Oh, I like that. I was like, was it trying to fake us out? I don't know, but I actually, I liked that as well. But seriously, I actually enjoyed this episode. I know some people are saying, it's alright. I really actually enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it more or less than the Sontaran episode, but like I said, we've got because we've got something, because we've got both our main plot with the Flux and all that, but then we've also got a side plot with the angels that feels at least somewhat disconnected with a villain we're familiar with. it seems to be more enjoyable. So, again, those are the parts that excel. You can have a story in the background and still connect it. And in the end, the Angel plot feels connected because it's connected to the Division. So this was a really good episode that managed you to both feel disconnected with the Angels and yet connected to all the stuff that's going on this season. I'm really glad they managed to balance this one out after what happened last episode. I'll be very curious to see how they manage the next two episodes, and because, this episode excelled because it didn't focus entirely on the main plot, but we've got to focus on the main plot. We've got 2 episodes left, and we've got certain people showing up in the next time trailer that I'm excited for. But seriously, this episode had a lot of cool moments and really did the Angels very well. I'm glad. I really did enjoy it. That's for sure. I mean, and they did the Angels well because, I always say if you've got 2 people watching an Angel, then it's very unlikely that the Angel can get to you because what are the odds you're both going to blink at the exact same time? If you put 2 people in front of an Angel, you should be fine. But, yeah. Also, you should really hold up a mirror. Remember, Angels seeing themselves counts as being observed. And we've seen that a mirror can stop an Angel thanks to Time and the Doctor, so I don't know, these people should really carry more mirrors around. And what's going to happen to Yaz and Dan and everybody else? Because they're trapped in 1901 and everything's on the other side of that wall. I don't know. I'm actually intrigued to see where we're going to go with this. Seriously, usually I get to a cliffhanger in these things and I'm like, alright, I guess that's the end of the episode. Here I'm like, I really do wonder where things are going to go with the Doctor, with Yaz and Dan trapped, and of course I have to talk about the Professor character. I really enjoyed him in this episode. Sometimes we get one-off characters. I really enjoyed this guy in this episode. He was a really well-done Professor character. He reminds me of another character from Doctor Who, and I'm trying to remember. Never mind. Anyway, but I really enjoyed him in this episode. I was worried they were going to write him I was worried at first they were going to write him as standoffish and unpleasant, but no, they really wrote him well. That scene where he confronts an Angel that's using his voice was really done well. So I really enjoyed this character. The Claire character came off well as well. All the characters in this episode were written well, and I enjoyed every character. So, yeah, I'm going to give this episode another 8.5. I really enjoyed this episode, as I've said. We have 2 episodes left of this season. Oh boy, I have no idea where things are going to go. The cliffhangers for this episode was insane, to say the least. But I suppose we have to figure out what's going on with our villains eventually. I just hope it doesn't feel like a rushed ending in episode 6, but that's episode 6's problem. Oh well. Anyway, I will see you next week for more Doctor Who reviews and other things as well. See you next time, guys.